Everyone, welcome to Schoolstone. We're your premier show for afternoon matches on your weekend. Today we have Sunday Schoolstone. I'm joined by basedinc. Base, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's just kind of rolled out of bed recently because the wrong coast for this, but I'm ready to cast. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I think we have a ton of matches. As I said before, I might have stolen some of Donde's matches unaware. I think we have quite the selection for everyone today.
Yeah, I'm really excited about all these matches. We have a ton of great ones. First, we got Obviously versus Hat in the Pro Series.
Yeah, that match is. I feel like there's just so much power in both of these players. I think he was second in MVP last season, right?
Yeah, he was second in the crossover player standings last season.
Yeah, which insane. And Avi just got nominated for Hall of Fame as a crazy player. Uh, what can we even say? Avi has been amazing for so long. This is quite the treat of a
Mhm.
match, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's also one of your current teammates and one of our former teammates over on Spies last season. So,
Yeah,
both players that I really enjoy interacting with. Playing with our hat on a team right now. You know, it's what THO is all about: playing with friends, casting friends. It's gonna be a good time.
yeah, I think so too. Um, why don't we take a look for the decks of the first match? Um, there's there are quite some interesting choices, and it's going to be a strong match from these decks that I'm. Hat went with the ridiculously aggressive lineup, where he brings aggro demon, aggro face hunter, um, aggressive stealth rogue list, and the bomb warrior. How do you feel about these decks, Space?
I mean, I think that like right now, it's hard to find a wrong deck to bring. Just like you know, you get to really put the building blocks together and make any deck work in a lineup. And
Right.
Hat's gone like this ultra aggressive lineup that if you bring anything weak to these, you're likely to fold to the whole thing. You know,
Yeah.
so I really like the look of this lineup. And then obviously kind of brought like this anti, um, like a really shred slower decks. Like I think that
Yes.
this is made to beat things like Priest
And Druid, I
and
would say.
or priest and druid and warriors. So he brought like a what people are kind of defaulting to. He kind of brought a counter lineup to that, and so you know,
Right. Not necessarily the
unfortunately,
best for this scenario. But that being
no.
said, Hat does have the warrior. So,
Yes.
and Hat is bringing, I think it's Liquidox's list. Also, if that I'll start just by saying this now, we are going, me, Berserk, and basically a lot of people in content are helping us based, but we're going to put out a really interesting article probably tomorrow discussing Bomb Warrior in really minute detail. Everything you've ever wanted and needed to know about it. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. That being said, I think this match is going to come down to the Bomb Warrior. Can Hat get his Bomb Warrior through Avi's deck?
Yeah, I think that it's a good chance. Like, I don't know how that the pilgrimage is gonna really be able to deal with it. You kind of absolutely need to have the sphere. He's got double ooze in the list, so there's a solid
Right.
shot there. Hat is not running a horde villager,
No.
so he only has two bomb weapons. So it's possible that Avi can limit the number of bombs and break the weapons and use sphere to put the bombs at the bottom. You know,
Yeah,
like there's lines to get there,
for
but
sure.
it is going to be a tricky one.
I think so. Especially Hat's lineup being such an aggressive lineup, he is more exposed if Avi managed anti-aggro decks, but I don't think this is it. So it's going to be all about whether Avi can snag a win against the aggressive decks because of good plays or luck, and if he can hold that warrior down or
Yeah.
not.
Um,
Check if the players have some hands. Okay, we do know bans. Hat banned Avi's warrior, and while Avi banned Hat's hunter to rise. What do you think about these bans, Base?
I think that the warrior is a pretty solid call. I could also have seen the druid um, getting the ban because I mean Hat does have damage to go over the top in all of his aggressive decks,
Right.
but an early in guardian animals is really just going to be sometimes it'll be lights out for all these decks. You know, if you didn't have a nice start to finish with the burn.
Right.
But the warrior has a lot of defensive tools. Avi is running the skipper packages. Alongside Armor Smith, so he can have big life gain. So it could just be that he wants to dodge that happening and figures he has a better shot at burning out the druid if an early guardian animals comes down.
Right. Yeah. Think so. It's interesting to me what we're going to see, and it's kind of what this week in Hearthstone has been about. I feel like most of these lower decks who used to dominate the meta versus these hyper aggro decks that are now growing quite rapidly. Especially Hunter and Rogue.
Mhm.
And Cyclone Mage to some extent, but Cyclone Mage, I don't know if I would call it hyper classic tempo.
Yeah, it's got its big swing turns. I think the probably the biggest role that tempo mage plays is countering rogues and
Yes,
paladins.
right. You just have really good matchups over there.
Hmm. Yeah, Firebrand is insane against rogues.
Yes.
Oh, looks like they are preparing to battle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all set. Have them in. What do you expect these?
Um, I could definitely see an open of the druid for obviously. I think that that's just one of his safest bets. I could see a turtle bring just to try and sneak it through. I do think we'll probably see a maybe a warrior ban or warrior or a rogue open from our hat.
Right.
What about you? What are you thinking?
So I don't think Hat opens with his Warrior. I personally would expect Hat to open Rogue or even Hunter. I think those are decks that start fast. I would expect Avi to open just a solid deck against the whole field.
Oh, and they are going.
We're going to keep Hat first. Well, I am.
Okay, we got the rogue versus the druid. I do think that that is one of the most interesting inclusions to obviously this list is that Savage Roar.
Yeah,
He's running the Mount Seller, so he wants a way to cash in on getting a wide board.
yeah. Savage Roar is a good card. Not that played in most lists because most lists just say I can afford for it. But if you're going for the Mount Seller build, I can 100% see why you would play that.
Yeah, he's just got the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, start out with that secret passage.
Strong start.
So yeah, you know, Hat's playing this very aggressive one, so he's just going to start putting in damage. Unstealthing even without payoff, just to force Hobby to answer. But
Right.
Hobby's just going to go ahead and rip that overgrowth turn two.
Yeah. Overgrowth
Only had
is really actually given that had a great turn. Weapon something insane.
it's not a ton, but it's going to be followed up by a Lillian and
Yes.
three more damage.
Yeah. You can see Teacher's Pet coming the next turn. I think that's going to be quite major for Avi, unless he can top deck Guardian and
Yeah,
exactly what he's looking at this point. I think
yeah.
he's Guardian and or Mount Seller. Oh,
There's the guardian animals. It being stealth means that you can't swing into it. He is
right.
only running one teacher's pet, so if he plays guardian animals, this is 4 damage it's getting in face.
Yes.
So he's choosing not to this turn.
This makes sense.
Yeah. I think you may want to, just swing this in. Hope that the 4 damage connects face after this, and probably swing in a South Sea deckhand and uh, uh, put another minion down. Okay.
What Avi wanted.
Yeah.
Guardian and
Yep. Great placement for the Thresher. So the Thresher was only going to clear up the 2-1.
yeah.
So that was the consideration our hat probably had. He's just too quick, and just we can't get to the other stealth minion, not setting it up so that a Thresher can come down and clear the whole board by playing 2 stealth minions.
Had odds here. Matt can get a sap, from, or if he sees passages, probably game from.
Yeah, I think that this might just be a clear up the 6-3, send off a Sinister Strike. Um,
Pressure is not good. It's never what.
I I think he might be just abandoning that because with the Sinister Strike pickup and Secret Passage, right, he only needs to draw 6 damage to go face. Whether that just be through Sap and South Sea getting in,
Right.
go ahead and just choosing to deadly poison up. Yeah, this makes sense.
Avi is really looking for. And there it is. Copy of is just going insane here. That 5 health, killing his.
Yeah, that is a huge pickup. Oh, and a healing touch.
A healing touch, good for next.
Yeah, that is really big.
And I feel like that overflow might have been enough to add in a back foot now.
Yeah. Also, he's he's got 6 on board. he has 8 in hand with the another 6 in hand from the Savage Roar. So it's very possible that he could just end the game in a turn or two.
Yeah, the Mount Seller is a bunch of spells. It's also looking really crazy.
Now
Is
he's
the
one
Savage
off.
Roar enough? No, that's for 8.
He could play the nature studies and possibly find any point of damage. That's game.
Yeah, that is game. Quite the quick match. Both players are playing super fast.
Yeah, that was a speedy one.
Yeah, we're just smashing the.
Hmm. It's a common thing for the rogue in the matches that it struggles in. They kind of just they deal a bunch of damage early and then they peter off because a big taunt or just a couple taunts or their boards get cleared a couple times and then they have a hard time finishing the game if they haven't already put you in the burn range of
Right,
sinister this rates.
right. I feel like an interesting possibility for this match would have been to play Secret Passage just to dig for that sap. Not sure if it was correct or not, but it was definitely an option.
Yeah, I like at that point I was thinking that it might be a necessity to find the kill like right
Yeah.
then and there.
We're going to see now the Rogue for Hat, the Highlander Priest for Avi. Now that's a hand the
Yeah.
Priest wants. Has renewed. He has the imprisoned guy. Get his name,
It's got a
Biofiend.
apotheosis, you got the
He has the
cabal. Yeah.
apotheosis.
So you can push 12 next turn if Avi chooses to do nothing to impact the board. That's a pretty cheap discover options. I do think it's Lazul scheme with the cabals. You got two cabals, so this will let you actually take something you want. Yeah.
Don't want.
Yeah, he does have, if he really wants to, he can heal up by going Apotheosis on the minion next turn, getting it charged, but I think we're probably just going to see him take a minion.
Yeah.
I would definitely imagine he'll clear up the South Sea and then take the Sneaky Delinquent.
There's also Steph. Steph.
What, what are we taking with Zeph here for 2? Just like cleave?
Trail's good as well.
Uh, yeah. Looks like Avi didn't like that choice there.
I think he was talking about the position.
Um, yeah, no mind games here. Just picking the best minion to not be an illusion.
But Lazul,
Which does,
go ahead.
yeah, the Lazul scheme is cheap enough to now take the Cumulo Maximus.
Yeah. Kill the other two. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the play.
5/5.
So 5/5, you can make it heal you for 8 with the Apotheosis.
Yeah, which I would not at all be surprised to see that happening.
Um,
But also see Corn Delacron, how many statues.
Yeah. I do think that the apotheosis, especially because if it's going to connect once and still be behind the top minion, you're likely expecting it to connect at least with a minion the next turn and
Right.
heal you back to 30. Like
Right.
that's huge right there.
Yeah. Let's see what Avi draws. Penance, but a bad card.
No. Oh, and going to throw out the wave of apathy. He really wants to protect this. Oh, I can't count. It only goes to 7. Ha!
It's
I was
just a
count.
health.
I was counting the hero power. Wink. Um, yeah, but this is going to be able to clear up the lifesteal without giving it any more
Yeah.
value.
A lot of resources. Breath of
Yeah,
Avi might be game here.
yeah, that would really, really shut down most of it. I think that these are almost
Oh,
all of his stealth minions,
yeah.
or the
The Holy
Holy
Nova
Nova off the top.
works just as well.
Yeah, hat in a must draw, um, either Greyheart Sage or Secret Passage, ideally both.
I think Avi's feeling. Oh, he'd rather have an extra.
Yeah, I think that that's fair. He probably doesn't want to give Hat too much more time to keep drawing. Wants to just find a body that's going to end the game. That one, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, that's. Oh, that they're not sure you will play correctly. I think I agree with this
Yeah,
play. Oh, Radiance. Oh, good.
yeah. Oh man,
Wow.
a nice little lifesteal minion.
That doesn't for passage next turn. Don't take this.
Yeah, it's gonna really start slipping away, especially now the Sandhoof in hand. The two Sandhoofs in hand.
That is at full health late game.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Yep.
Avi is at.
Just like that, we're on to game 3. It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah. What a quick series it is.
Wow. For a minute there, I thought we were going to be casting our hat in Liquidox, which we did, I think, last season. And I think that they went through game 5 in like 40 minutes. It's like okay, my brain couldn't keep up with most of it.
No, that match was.
I haven't even seen a rope. I don't. There's still a time limit on the games, right?
I hope so. Starting the next game. Now we have the Avi's hardest deck.
Yeah.
Through.
So it's just going to be 3 shots at getting this mage through. That's still pretty good odds.
Yeah. The mage isn't bad as it seems. Then the mage still has the matchup it wants. There's also a sphere and a doom are really.
Yeah. And he does play double Earth Ring. He does play double Ooze. He does play double Cartoon Defender. He's got lots of defensive tools. Notably, nothing to freeze the face. And I know if you're not familiar with the deck, the sphere is not like you're only picking to put potion of illusions and other spells at the bottom of your deck
Right.
when you're playing it. You're not really looking to like, oh well, I'd rather dig for this card.
Yeah.
It's just to make sure that the deck is still functioning as you want.
Yeah. Can, at least for the first few charges, to cards you to just not get the cards before, but that is a big one. Want to make sure.
Yeah, turtle needs to come down on 8.
Card
Hmm.
ends a turn.
I'm
I really don't
choosing
want
to
to go
go
face here.
face. Yeah, that's I really like developing the observer as fast as you want, but like this game, uh, the only thing that I think you're really concerned about is surviving, and that is 10 damage coming in.
Oh,
Okay,
that is major.
clear up the whole board. There's a consideration to hold it, um, but with the imprisoned observer going off, you're not worried about too much of what rogue can do on the board. Like if Hat chooses to play Jandis, that's just a 5 drop with 2 health gone because both Jandis and the illusion are both going to get cleared up. But that's a pretty solid 5 drop to get to keep. Maybe choosing that he needs to find something to help clear up the 3/6. It does not. Okay, devolving missiles. Set up something next turn to try and clear it up with the. Yeah,
Insane lethal. Try to get passage to give him strikes.
I mean, yeah, 2 burn spells and the game's over. Nope, didn't hit it though, but it's going to probably.
Going with a
Yeah. I mean, it might have just been a 1 burn spell because I was not counting minion damage. Yeah, it
yeah,
would have just been any burn spell.
yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
Oh, I think that's game.
Um, I would, it's not exactly game, but it's going to be really difficult for him to find a way to win this.
Yeah, I
I
know this
think
match
you.
often doesn't come down to potion and the turtle combo. It's about gaining enough stuff so many scenarios without playing, but without your combo is
Yeah.
hard. And the scorpion hat takes.
Yeah. It would have been really tough no matter what. The rogue just has constant damage coming into your face, and it's really hard to clear up the board. So that one was very expected to come through. You know,
Right.
it. None of these aggro decks are really on the board too much. They're fine playing off the board and losing the board and getting in there still.
Right. It's a very weird meta right now because we're seeing a lot of burn aggro decks, and Mage doesn't want to face burn aggro. Mage wants to face board aggro deck. Matchups become harder. Hat with the aggro demon now versus the turtle mage. That Avi does have the imprisoned observer, really good, and the doomsayer. By the way,
Choosing
as
to
go ahead.
he chose to keep the ooze, which I think is interesting. Hat does play um, the soul shard weapon, Marrow Slicer, I believe,
Right.
with no other payoffs. But it effectively being a heal for 4 can be quite solid.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's also the just thinking of dropping the maybe fine.
Yeah,
I could see him at this point dropping it better. Yeah, that does have a good.
I still don't think it's a whoops. I think that was definitely the play.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot of weapons. This is going to be a great ooze.
this is exactly pairing the use probably with a hero power or with a one mana
I
one
might go
thief.
with the Wand Thief. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's right though, because you could probably play Wand Thief the next turn.
Yeah, go
I
one thief
think
mana save.
Arcane Breath there, yeah. I don't think you need to play it.
No, next weapon.
Yep. We know that there's no more oozes left, so you're getting to keep this 4 attack on the back. And with the Skull in hand getting outcast and Ultra's already in hand, it's looking could be pretty rough. There's only 4 more cards in the deck that cost more than 3 for Hat. So it's pretty likely that all of them cost 0 off this skull.
Remember when not tired of seeing weapons.
Yeah. Um, and that, depending on what this next draw is, like this could just be the game off of Altruis. It's going to be a Cartoot coming down, but it's still could be quite a bit of damage. Could just clear up the entire board.
Everything has. That satyr.
No, it is not. That means that at most you could do 4 to the board.
He could go with the other side of his hand.
Yeah, that only gets him 3.
Yeah,
Hat might now be dead.
yeah.
I
Are they getting some?
think that there's yeah, it's probably just do this. You only get 4. You're gonna leave them with some 1/1s or some X1s, but
Firebrand though.
oh, the
On the
blizzard.
blizzard. Oh god, the blizzard.
Yeah. This sets Hat to 2, and that is yep.
Yeah.
Could only clear up one of them.
Wow. Avi takes the match.
Didn't even play Tortolan,
No,
just beat down Hat.
that's how it works. It's aggro decks. You can just play a very awkward mid range deck, and sometimes you just win.
Yeah, I mean, like Mage does have some sweet control tools in that mid game with the Imprison Observer, where it's a Yeti on a 3 mana body. You invested 3 mana, you got a Yeti, and like that can just end games.
Huh. This was a really interesting match. I think a lot of it was can Avi get Age through, and we see that he managed to get it against the aggro Demon Hunter. Just lost a lot of strength from what he did before, and losing that Marrow Slicer without getting any hits in was a very major hit.
Yeah, I mean that if those both connected, that's 8 more damage that Hat dealt in the game.
Right. That is true. I'm calling Avi for an interview.
Should I message Tues and urmumked to see if they will be ready to play a little bit early?
Yeah, I just messaged you.
I will do that.
And serious though, this closes Bad to the Bone winning Aeon. I'm quite happy about that, not going to lie, as one of the players in this match. I wanted us to win. The more points, the merrier. But Hat is an amazing player, and Aeon does have a crazy squad, so I expect both of these to make really far.
Yeah, I think the pro is just super exciting this season.
Yes, Bro is looking so crazy. I hope we can have many, many pro matches in Schoolstone this season.
Yeah, I got the okay from urmumked. He'll probably be hopping on here in a little bit. Were you able to
Sure.
contact Tues?
Hasn't answered yet, but I assume he'll be ready soon. I'm messaging him to make sure. Avi is going to join us now for a quick interview. Hey, Avi.
Hello.
Congratulations on
My
the match.
audio. Thank you. My audio may not be great because I'm in a coffee shop talking through my phone right now, but
No worries. How did you feel about this match?
it was interesting. I think Arhat had a lot of decks that were really good against my Turtle Mage specifically, but I feel like Eddie's list of Turtle Mage actually does a lot better into aggro than you would expect. So I feel like even though HS replay said I was massively unfavored, I thought I was at least 50-50 coming into the match anyways.
Right.
I think all my lists were pretty well teched for aggro, despite not playing decks that are supposed to be good against aggro in this meta.
I think so. I mean, the priest, I expected a pyro there. We're expecting to face aggro, or just a pyro and the wretched tutor, because
That's
that
fair. Yeah.
can be so good.
I think the double weapon removal was the thing I was happy about in my priest against
Yes.
his classes especially.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, yeah, it that helps a lot. And then obviously, I was actually kind of surprised that Zephyr didn't offer ooze there. I wasn't really sure if I think the trail was fine.
Uh huh. I think Zeph always prioritizes. So that's probably my guess as to why it did what it did.
About as good as.
Avi, I think your
Let me
audio
make sure
is
I'm
coming a
fully
bit.
on data. It
Your
should be
audio
better
was a
now.
bit messed up. Can you?
Oh, the robot Avi's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, back.
Are you back? Avi? Hello? Having technical trouble.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries,
I
no
was trying to
worries.
switch on because I thought the Wi-Fi was bad, but I think I just walked too far away from the coffee shop and the data wasn't working for the
No worries.
call. But yeah, sorry for the sudden leaving.
No worries.
You guys can hear me, right?
It's a little
Okay,
robotic,
cool.
but we can hear a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think my connection's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off and like that.
No worries.
Yeah, it's
Thank you for playing on stream,
think
Avi.
the issue is that it's through my face mask, through my earbuds for my phone, so it's like doubly bad. Sorry that I'm. Hopefully, my Wi-Fi will be better next week, and I'll try and play on stream again because it was fun.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we're always happy to
Sweet.
have you.
All right.
Thank you for playing,
Hope the
and
next match is great.
yeah, I'm very excited for it. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. I think we have quite the treat for everyone here. Let me just get NHL and who will be doing all the pro part or all the wild part. The wild Schoolstone that starts approximately 10 minutes after we finish standard.
We were able to get both Tues and urmumked on, and they are, I think, waiting for our go-ahead. They'll be playing in the Hero Series.
Yeah, and we know their bans. Both of them are banning warrior. So we see Tues with the mage, priest, and the rogue versus urmumked with the mage.
Hmm.
Strong choices, I think.
Yeah. So we got the rogue is the only difference for Tues over the druid.
Right.
I think that, in that specific matchup, the rogue, I think I'm gonna favor the druid bring over the rogue. Druid's able to often beat down the rogue, and the rogue can struggle against the mage if it's a cyclone mage. But the druid isn't too fantastic into the mage or priest, so it feels like the mage and priest are both strong picks, and it's going to be how do these players utilize those different classes. I mean, obviously because it's a one class difference, but the druid is harder to get in on those other ones, and where the rogue has a little bit better chance. But in the head to head, so it's interesting.
I think it's an interesting choice. I think the druid is favored myself. As much as I like rooting against or rooting in Tues' favor, I think this is going to go for urmumked, assuming both players play the same level, etc., etc. Just by the fact that I think the druid is more favored in the matchup than the rogue is, but we're going to have to see what is going on. I'm going to give these players the okay. NHL and J fan might be joining us at any moment, so I think.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Whoa.
I'm good.
Yeah. Sorry, there was a small internet hiccup for me. It might have gone black for a few seconds for everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I apologize if any stream issues. It was a quick power, very very quick power outage. So sorry about that. It went out and it came in same second. Yeah, I think we're all set to go though.
All right.
How do you feel about this matchup, Marty? While we're preparing here.
I'm sorry, I haven't really gotten a chance to look at the classes just yet.
No
Do you mind giving me a refresher?
Of course. Tues is mage, priest, and rogue versus urmumked's mage and priest.
Hmm. So they're both bringing priest
Yes.
and mage, correct?
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see how those third classes kind of play out in this dynamic here. I believe the druid is going to have a little bit of an advantage against the priest and mage, and rogue is a little bit weaker into this. So I'm going to give it to the player with druid as having the slight advantage. But
Sure.
given the classes are so similar, I think it could still go either way.
Right. I think so. I mean,
So,
this is almost a mirror match, so there's no clear favorite or anything.
agreed. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure I have Tues and urmumked added so I can follow along.
Yeah, I need to add as well. Stream things. We're all set. Wild Aces is a really interesting team. They've been making quite the wave in Wild or in Hero. Everyone's been talking about. They're bringing some really strong players from the Tap Last servers. So exciting to see their first match this week here.
Yeah, it will be very interesting.
And the players have started, so let's see what's going on. But we're going to start with urmumked's Druid right out of the gate. This is
So technically the druid is favored here, but depending on Tues' priest, they could have ways to make this game much closer.
right. That's a pretty good hand for you. Druid definitely won. And some ramp, so he can survive the early, or he can just take the early to draw removal fast.
I do want to say that I really feel like the priest is favored. It's really about the druid finding the window to try and get in there.
Right.
Yeah, priest gives itself the advantage here by stealing druid's early minions. Even by stealing the first minion, you give yourself a massive tempo advantage, and druid has a hard time catching up.
Yeah. Don't know yet. Highlander. Galacron.
I would guess Highlander with the amount of like especially like Madame Lazul's kind of fallen out of a lot of lists. We saw the broomstick.
Yeah.
I think you might take the Lake Thresher because the
Maniac.
rest is garbage.
Yeah. Guardian Animals is not what I ever want. Survival of the Fittest is a card, but I don't think you care about it.
No.
Yeah,
You have
I
an
think that
animated
you're more. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
You have animated broomstick in this priest hand, so that's great to combo with Lake Thresher, and that should clear most of whatever comes off of Guardian Animals.
Right.
I think that you're happy to see the survival of the fittest with the Murzon in hand because I feel like that's a huge way to win this game is
Yeah.
when they go survival, you just Murzon it for yourself and then find a way to clear. So you could be even just saving the broomstick to go with Murzon for that swing back turn.
I could see that happening. Stick is in this particular matchup. So is Plague of Death.
Yeah. I think I'm thinking that this is probably Highlander with the Plague of Death inclusion.
Absolutely.
And that should be really scary for your Monkhead. I kind of like just throwing down the Mind Flare.
Um,
Actually, no, right? You know that they have guardian animals, so it's going off next turn.
well, I
You know
could.
that there's
How would you all feel about throwing Lucia here?
Lucia is
um
risky because you toss your coin and you lose Mind Flayer cards.
Yeah,
You also lose. Well, you pretty much lose your board because you have Lake Thresher and Animated Broomstick in hand.
pretty
So
much.
you're just giving them a
yeah.
clear.
Yeah, probably breath here.
Yeah, I like just being a little slow, take a breath.
Could take breath, but you could also coin out cards first to get that 4/5 taunt out.
Ooh.
That's true.
Do we need the coin for anything else? I think that's probably just good.
Yeah, that's as good as the coin gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot. We can
Yeah.
assume that your monk isn't playing a Malygos Druid build because of Survival of the Fittest.
Oh,
So you're not really worried.
plays extra slow though. Just
Hmm.
What? I mean, like, next turn with the breath, he can help clean up more, but I think you're expecting bigger minions than that.
I'm not could be death on Druid and Net if it plays an unbeatable board.
Okay. He wants to save the coin for something like that. I see it.
I don't know. Having Lake Thresher in hand with Broomstick really helps.
Spot. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I really like the going with the breath because the next board that they play, then you Thresher and Animate Broomstick, and that's like 2 waves you've cleared off, and you probably have like 2 beasts left over for yourself. I think you're probably taking Power of the Wild, maybe Where the Expedition. I
Power of the Wild it is.
card here
wouldn't connect there.
also makes as insane.
Yeah.
This looks like a Thresher turn.
Still think you have to.
I think you want to trade that Mind Flayer card into the leftmost minion first. Because then you can give your own Teacher's Pet Rush
Oh yes, that's
clean up.
true.
Yeah, just like this.
Ooh.
So it's a bit awkward because that's going to summon a 4/4.
Yeah,
But
probably the worst roll.
the Teacher's Pet can also clean up now.
That is a lot of draw. Surprising draw there out of Salhead's.
Both of the brooms. So now I can do it right back.
Yeah, you could. I could just combo being played. Now from your mom
Yeah,
side.
I think he's going to Hero Power first.
Yeah, I like that.
Clear.
Yeah.
What the only real punish? Yeah.
Okay, he's going to use his Broomstick. Oh no.
Okay. Another one. Can go ahead and, if you really want, you could Iron Bark up your 6/1.
Yeah.
Keep it healthy, get a value trade on the 1/2, and then use the Thresher to clear up the board.
Yeah.
What are you saving the Iron Bark if not just for this? You know, it also means that you're more likely to connect again with it.
Right.
Okay.
Well, here's another way. They might be
So
saving it for exotic mount seller.
yeah, I get it's possible that it could be both fittest and Mount Seller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely looks like something of a mount seller build.
Right.
The bog beam and the iron bark give credence to that, as well as the broomsticks. Animated broomstick is one of the nuttiest cards with mount seller.
Yeah.
Kael'thas Sunstrider, though.
So he can get down the fittest here.
Yeah. And I think that's what he's. Iron Bark protects your Kael'thas quite well.
Yeah. But after that, kind of it. I mean, it's when I say it's kind of it, you still got these massive minions, but
Yeah. And the Sarah is still in the deck.
yeah, it's threatening lethal.
Yeah.
If you play Murazond, you could be taunting up and giving a buff to their minion.
Goes for the Plague of Death. Does make sense. The Overflow is exactly where, especially for next turn.
Yeah. Ooh.
This is tough.
I think he might be forced to just heal up for a little bit and throw out Galacron. Hope you hit the stealth.
I think so.
Not what you want to do, but I think that's all he can. I wonder if he should have done that last turn. Leaving Kael'thas alive. It's really scary.
Yeah, he didn't have a ton in hand, so you can hope that they don't have more spells, but the overflow picked up would have solved that for your Mumked.
Yeah.
Looks like Tues is going to go for Galacron value here, not healing up first.
That's correct. Why he did.
Yeah, same.
I think you go ahead and swing first. See if you can pick up a Sarah or an
Speaker
8/11.
Gidra here.
Yeah.
That's
That
not an 8/11.
is-
That's going to be a 12.
12-15. That's pretty good.
15,
Oh right,
yeah.
I forgot. I forgot about that. That's decent, I think.
Yeah.
Another fittest.
Really needs
Fair and
Shadow Word
balanced.
Ruin. Or Zeph.
Um,
Zeph works.
I do think that that's Shadow Word Ruin right there.
Yeah.
So I think we can say now that Tues is playing a Highlander priest.
I hope so.
No,
Active Zeph.
he drew all his duplicates.
Right.
All its duplicate legendaries.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to see the Zeph getting that.
Could get a nice 2/2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a hand that does nothing.
Nothing.
So there's 3 cards left in the deck. We haven't seen Ysera.
Definitely what he's going for.
Yeah.
Gets the
So
Ysera.
there's the Ysera.
He's just gonna go all in on that Ysera now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the best card in the game to go all in on. Still.
You know, Plague of Death is gone. There's a natural Shadow or Ruin probably.
Problem though is now Tues can punish him hard. If he plays Mind Renderer Lucia, he can get all the dragons himself.
It's true.
Oh, that is true.
Could just overflow.
I wonder if he sees it. Yep.
It does. Probably go with an
Needs to
overflow.
come back to that. Yep. So I want to see Tues trade away his minions real quick. No, please trade first. More dragons.
He's going for it, I think.
I'd be.
Is he not going to
Oh.
trade first?
Value his
Uh,
minions.
He's going to get all 6 dragons.
He's worried that he's going to get too many fairy dragons, and so he wants to have the less attack on it. Interesting. Maybe just valuing the damage on Ysera.
I don't know about that. I can understand it, but can't say I agree with it.
And it's going to take some fatigue here.
I don't think he cares too much about the fatigue. There isn't too high a chance of a punish.
I mean, I don't. And the Lightning Bloom. But why, though?
Not sure why that Lightning Bloom was played.
No need.
He's just harming himself next turn.
Okay, now. How can he take from this hand? Like, there's not really a lot you can do. You can steal the 2/3 poisonous and kill the Alex, but Sethek's just going to put value back into Tues' hand.
There is do here. Basically, Sethek to go crazy.
Yeah, you don't have the mana to do that though.
No.
Yeah, this looks
And
like
with Radiance,
it's
the chain
gonna
is
be
over.
Tues taking it. Yeah.
That Lucia really came clutch.
Did. It's making the Alex go from probably one of the best cards in the game right now. Pretty bad.
Yeah. It's interesting that your mum went with an older survival the fittest Kel'Thas build over Malygos Druid.
Especially into matchups. And make not want to face the Mally version.
Absolutely.
Certainly expected the Mally list.
So we got, oh no, we have a priest and a mage left. So that means 50-50 that's a priest mirror.
Well, Priest Mirror. Oh, I put.
I'm
One
gonna-
second, I thought.
I'm going to need more coffee.
If it's a priest mirror, then I'm gonna make sure to go back after this 10-minute delay and just Resident Sleeper through the entire match. So be ready.
Yeah. I hope we don't get that after the first match where we had a 20-minute match our starter with our first hype match, our second hype match. Oh, going to be quite slower.
I've been disconnected.
I have also been disconnected.
It booted me. It said I can't watch. Okay, I'm back in.
Oh, have they started?
Yes.
They
Oh
have.
no. I
And
actually
it's the
do have to go
Breeze
back
Mirror.
in Resident Sleeper.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So
And it's gonna be a Highlander mirror.
Hey, everyone.
yikes. Okay.
I mean, we had enough in GM, so maybe that this will be pretty tempo-y. Hopefully, I mean, maybe not that tempo-y because we got a coin Prison Observer, a Imprisoned Biofiend. It's the wrong class.
I mean, on the bright side, at least it's only one game and not 3.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's true.
At least it's not specialist.
After this, one priest will be dead.
That's true. If enough people in chat message us asking for it, we'll ping everyone, or not everyone. We'll message the THL channel once this particular match is over.
Yeah, this is a bit much. So the first match finished early, and this is just going to make sure that we get back on time.
Yeah. Oh, so this means that this race dead gets Zephyrus.
Yeah. This actually happened in my duo.
Zephyrus and Karsh.
We generated.
I mean,
and a raised dead, both of which got Zephyrus. Had 3 Zephyrus, out of which 1 was stolen by Lucian.
Oh man, that is exactly what you want. I mean, the Mind Flayer's decent, but the Zephyrus, oh baby.
Well, the real question is, do you elucidate here to take a second Zephyrus?
No, because you're taking either silence. I mean, your hand isn't.
You're just wasting their Zephyrus, though.
You're just wasting their Zephyrus. You know, you silence the Mind Flayer. It's possible. I don't know. Nice 4/6. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Tues.
I'm less worried about Zephyrus being stolen and more worried about Kael'Thuzad being taken away.
That's true. Does make perfect sense.
Because right now it looks like... Yeah, it looks like Kael'Thuzad is going to get yoinked.
Yeah. Seems like the just easy, straightforward play. Could be dancing, you know? I don't know. Interesting. So he got a higher value yoink in mind, or just figured that this is such a good Mind Flayer turn? Now but okay, actually, that's gonna be huge for. Yeah, he's just gonna go for Madness and get back his Headmaster.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I did not think about that. You know that the Zephyrus is in hand.
Yeah, you know that's going.
You're holding a Shadow Madness.
Yeah, I really didn't like this Karsh turn.
No.
And now you're not guaranteed to steal Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah. Ooh.
You're mumped getting Galakrond online first, but he's still behind on tempo now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a value matchup. You know, somebody's going to win on the board at some point,
Yeah.
and that's typically where this game ends.
And it's not looking like your monked is in the lead right now.
No,
Definitely
he's
not.
really falling far behind. His tools don't answer this board very effectively.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tues is safely going in because like the biggest fear is a soul mirror, and
Right.
this board is very resilient to it.
Yeah. Also, a
Yeah.
soul mirror back would be backbreaking because the Kel'Thuzad would rock.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't because it wouldn't survive.
No, it would because it doesn't get attacked in this.
Yeah, his would. He wouldn't get back a Kel'Thuzad because
Oh,
it's
true,
on the
true.
far right, but he would get back a 1/4, the dormant, and the 3/5.
Yes, that's
But
right.
gonna just take a random yoink. Could guarantee the 2/4.
That's the one you want to lose.
But I don't know if you want that. Yeah. Because, like, if you did that, you're going to play the Shadow Madness, and you're not even guaranteed to hit it. Just fire off a hero power. Okay.
A high roll there.
There
is no more spell burst on that though.
No, there's still spell burst. It's so when it gets a buff or a debuff or something like that, it'll make it disappear. But he's gonna just take back the Kel'Thuzad and use it to get a free Kel'Thuzad. Amazing.
Look at that.
Better and better.
And the more I look at this game, the more I think your monked is going to look at this replay and think, man, that car's turn really messed things up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's where this all has been snowballing from.
I agree. Something here, since this is going to be a really slow match, something I wanted to ask is how are the wild matches that we're going to have in the second active school, wild school, going to happen to NHL? How do you feel about them?
Just based on how the meta is, I expect them to go pretty quickly. There aren't any decks that are really that slow in the meta right now. You're like the slowest deck is maybe Dead Man's Hand Warrior, and while that's like slower than this, I don't think the players that we're seeing today brought either of those.
Okay.
The only thing that might suck is a Reno Priest mirror, but that's just going to be a coin flip, and the rest should be pretty straightforward. We won't have any like long, slow, grindy matches in those series.
Interesting. I thought that the Forbidden Words would just cast spending your mana, but because it has no valid target, it does not.
Learning interactions right here. I did not know that one either.
I think you might. Okay.
All right.
I'm interested in Infinite Headmasters. Yeah. You've got me.
Sounds fair.
Gonna get another mirrors on.
Keep going.
I have no idea how your monked answers this board, by the way.
Yeah, this is like, this is the point where just I have one of the priests has the board and the game ends. Probably Ray's dead. Get back another Headmaster Kel'Thuzad. Oh, we missed.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, this is better. I mean, this is Bloodlust. So
Zeph is not. Illusion.
I mean, Yeah, we can just board this. Well, I mean, I don't know. What? So you can Alusha Zeph into Brawl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an out.
It's bad. You're going Dragon Queen. Certainly go.
Yeah, I think that we'll probably just see a Wind Fury rush and a Shadow Madness clean up all of the headmasters in the 2/2.
Yeah. Also kill the Morozond.
It's true. Yeah, could choose to just kill the Merzond.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna trade.
Oh, he's letting the optimal. Actually,
Zeph into Tyrion. Yeah, I think Zeph into Tyrion's pretty sweet. I do think that this is playing Azari here.
Yeah, this feels a bit higher tempo to me right now.
Yeah. Think that this is likely the Alicia turn. You know that there's a 1-mana dragon left, so you figure you can get some solid tempo, and then maybe play a couple more things.
Tough to say because then,
Hey,
like,
then
you're
they,
facing 20 damage on board. So if they have 2 more damage, you're done.
yeah, but there's nothing that your hand does to answer the board, so that's also the thinking. I think.
Yeah, very true.
So probably just take a ruin. Take the worst dragon off of Azure Explorer. Those are good dragons. That is not what you want to give him.
No, but do you have a choice here?
I think you could have given him the Chrono Breaker.
Yeah, I think the Chrono Breaker might have been better.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably. Yeah, your own
Like,
Dragon Queen. Play the best of the two. Oh, the Wax. Yeah.
Wax at the highest tempo here.
yeah.
And now you know that they have no answer to a board outside of Kronks.
Right.
Yeah, we will see a clear from Kronks, I think.
Yeah. But
So the only thing that
It's-
will survive is Nozari.
yeah, you could even renew first and see if there's another way, but you probably want to. Oh yeah, you still can renew hero power and play Amber Watcher, even if this is not going to help clear the board. I think it's Unsleeping Soul.
Yeah, you can use it to get extra.
No,
knock.
you take the yeah, I like the Shadow Madness here.
What's the target coming up? I mean, you know there's a
Charge.
Karj in hand, so okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking you
Charge.
might want to like split a 6/6.
No, I don't think you ever get the chance to split a 6/6 because you know Shadow Word Death is in their hand.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
just going to kill it. So this actually looks looks like a decent mirrors on turn.
It's yeah, just some solid board presence.
Yeah. I like this a lot.
Yeah,
Plus, it's a good
get
spell.
a little bit of value. Oh, that's a great random spell.
Yeah.
Now he's officially out of ways to really interact with the board that doesn't cost too much. Yeah. You can hothead and forbidden words the 4/6. Clear up that, get a taunt in the
Yeah,
way.
you could forbidden words this.
That's right, because you 4 mana. Ha. I can
If you're going for the Kronk, heroes onto the board.
yeah. Oh,
Getting the
choosing
Septic here. That's going to be a huge risk. Because once that Septic is
Yeah, it's
gone, it's
just
going to get cleared this turn. And once it's
gonna
gone,
get
that's
yoinked.
it.
Oh yeah, Tues really wants to set that guy. Although this turn doesn't have anything.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think you might just play a bunch of stuff to the board here. Is he gonna cars the septic? I think you might want the 4 too.
Yeah.
No, taking the taunt is okay. Because you have activators.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we know that he's never going to keep it
Yeah.
and actually get it.
But imagine trading there.
A lot of value for you.
Oh, wait. I still haven't Resident Sleeper. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's
I
not.
mean, it's looking like this game's gonna be over pretty
I
soon.
thought he was going to go Sethek Grave Rune. Or take the Sethek Grave Rune and go crazy there.
All right, there we go. I got my
How much-
Resident Sleeper in.
I think you might just go death and gonna grave rune.
This doesn't look worth clearing yet.
No.
Multiple Dragons.
I think I prefer Onyx Magiscribe here, though.
Yeah, you just get the immediate value of a couple spells.
True.
Yeah, you don't need more value.
You need way to answer the board while developing tempo, so you can finish the game with Zephyrs, ideally.
Exactly.
Nice death target.
Also, really good Shadow Flame.
Can play the whole hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is quite the reborn target.
Yeah. I do think we're probably gonna see Zeph come down here.
Yeah, you can get Shadow Flame.
Yeah, I do want to see Shadow Flame too, especially since you're going to get that 7-drop value.
Yeah, that's just and like that's it. That's everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
F no. Yep. Another Zeph. How many has?
I believe that is the third Zephyrus that Tues has played. His first of his own.
Raise Dad. What do we get here?
Ooh, an Alicia and some heal back.
I feel like you have to Elucia here.
You could give Tues an empty hand or play some stuff from his hand. Probably be the death, penance, and radiance.
Yeah, because
Well,
if you just take the hand and then, choose top decks from your deck, plays that, and then you kind of board. Yeah, it's probably got to be it. It's just to guarantee that Tues' next turn is slow. Okay, it's choosing not to go with that play. If you mount
oh, that
a
Madame
Lazul, you can
Lazul.
just play 2 Alucias.
I don't think I'd go for that personally.
No.
I think just playing Onyx Magiscribe here with Radiance.
Or with
Yeah,
penance.
that's probably just the straight up best play here.
Yeah. Goes with Penance. Not the spells that Tues wanted. But I think that's okay.
Yeah, pretty low impact off of Alucia though.
Yeah.
I like keeping Zephyrus alive here. Just maximizing board control. Problem though is this sets up for Aeon Reaver here.
Yeah, but that's not natural to the deck. Keeping the Zeph alive is definitely the play because now they either spend a card or it connects again, and it was the same amount of value as if you just swung in for 6. Ooh, what you thinking's in the hand?
Would like the Kronk.
None of these are generated.
Kronks.
Yeah, I think you take the Kronks, hoping it's there.
Don't get to
I'm
find out.
assuming he took the Kronks.
Yeah. That's what you want every time.
Yeah, I think that the way you play that card is either if you have a read, you take the card that you have a read on. Otherwise, it's which one do you want? What's going to be the most beneficial to you?
Right.
Right.
I think now is the time that you mind render and play theirs.
They're just Plague of Death.
No, because if
No,
you
no.
mind render and then play their mind render, they have their hand back and they never get to take your
Oh,
hand.
right.
So he can just leave him with the Breath of the Infinite.
That's true. That sounds
He goes with Breath of the Infinite. And I see the appeal here. What is Alucia going to steal from his hand that will do anything for him?
Yeah, because you can't play the Plague of Death. You just lose these cheap spells that do nothing at this point in the game. So right here you
Exactly.
can. I just don't see what the Breath of the Infinite does.
Yeah, I think it clears too much of the board.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. He knows that Zephyrus and Lazul are getting cleared. Your monk doesn't really want to use that breath, though. So now we see a target for that Shadow Word Death.
Yeah. And can play out the Apotheosis, Breath, and Death and leave him with nothing that Lucia wants. And a board.
I think you use up the silence as well.
Silence.
Silent.
Your own guy.
You're 5'4"?
Yeah.
Well, you're 5'7" now? 4'7"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't do.
Full mirror.
So although your monk is pretty far behind on board and in life, the most interesting thing is he's behind in fatigue by 4 cards too.
Notice he has basically start taking damage. Certainly not he wants. Silence him.
I think we're going to see it use this turn too.
Yeah, I think with the choice not to play out the Lucia, Tues has kind of put himself in a position where he's been dumping his hand and playing into the board clears that your MartyB still has to draw. Yeah, you heal back up to 7, but you can then clean up the rest with a smite. You can clear up the most of the damage.
Also just
yeah. Clears off the same amount of damage is my only concern.
happens in this matchup when one of the players gets Galakrond, the other one. Thought steal can be really good.
Yeah. He's just got so much life to work with.
Yeah.
Value. Ooh.
Plagued Proto-Drake.
Yeah, that. Oh, he's thinking that his hand is too weak if he doesn't get more value, I think. I'm not sure I agree. Yeah, I mean, it'll cost 7, but if that's the first thing he does, I don't know if you assume that you can play it, because it is a dragon, so it could cost a lot more.
All right. If your monk is going to Lucia, it looks like this is going to be the turn to do it. He knows there's a dragon in hand.
Yeah. It's just you probably want to play out a couple of your cards because you don't want to give up the Devout Pupil or anything else.
Right.
Yeah, very true.
Oh.
Okay.
I think you just still slam Galakrond. Oh, he has the illusion. Taking more than a turn to play the illusion
Yeah.
means you lose the game.
I think you still Plague of Death here. Because either he steals your Galakrond or he steals Skeletal Dragon. Neither are the end of the world.
I think this is correct though. Stealing the Galacron so much. Oh wow, that's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, that's the high roll.
Nice shot.
I'm sure.
Could be some health coming back his way. Oh, this combined with the Alucia is nice.
Yeah. Might see Skeletal Dragon Devout Pupil next turn.
Yeah. I think especially with urmumked getting a look at Tues' hand and Tues knowing the Alucia's there, that he'll want to deny Alucia from getting any value, or as much value as he can.
The question is, does he think urmumked took the Plague of Death?
That probably was the pick, but being that much further into fatigue.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we were going to be early after the first match, but no. No, we're not.
Why do they have to bring priest?
Delete priest.
I did not bring either hero. Lost both, brought it in pro and won. So
I don't think I brought. Oh, I brought priest and wild, but that got banned.
what is
I brought
Wild
priest in every series I played.
At least in wild, priest is a little faster. It actually has like a proactive win con.
right?
Your monk really doesn't want to go for that apotheosis on Pyro. Not sure how I feel about that.
I would want to heal myself.
It just seems like so much health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, this
going.
ordering. He missed 5 health though.
Yeah.
And given how far behind he is in fatigue, every bit of HP matters.
Okay, now we're back on the Mind Render there, Mind Render. I want it.
Yeah, I wanted. Really good play. Wonder if Tues will see it.
Okay. Probably just waiting until he has a turn where nothing else is going on. Okay. The last card's Elysiana though, so let's
Is
go.
it? I really hope it is.
No, I don't know.
Also, for everyone
There's light at the end of the tunnel, boys.
For everyone who wants to be on stream,
Guys, we're almost
never
there.
put Elysiana, please. Back the cast.
So we're not allowed to bring on CMAC or Heat Shock. Sorry, y'all. Oh, there's the candle.
There's the candle.
Just dodged the Plague of Death.
Hey guys, remember Specialist with Elysiana mirrors?
No, I chose to not
No.
play Hearthstone during that time because I had the future sight. So I mean, like, yeah.
I'm stolen here, likely.
I'm got played. It's gonna be probably just Cabal Acolyte, Mind Render again. But like that's it. Like that's the game, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking Cabal Acolyte Breath of the Infinite. Steal the Omit.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Ha.
I don't think that's enough though, because now you just play out
Yeah.
the rest of the hand, take a bad card off of Volpera.
Or I think Psychic Split
Oh, Psych
You
Split
just-
is pretty good.
in here.
So you psych split like their Lightwell, or actually you psych split your Waxadread?
Your Waxadread.
Gross.
Oh, you
And you get a 4/4 out of this.
Yeah, and then you still have enough mana for the Lightwell.
And you get another 4/4.
it doesn't proc.
That's-
So we know it doesn't proc Psychic Split handling.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying when you play the Lightwell.
Yes.
So you're gonna get the 8/4 and another 4/4. You're choosing to just go penance. That's cool. Oh, penance off Amit. Yeah, that's it's gonna be it. So Tues is gonna take game 2.
Yeah.
Okay, like is there a priest minion that gets him back in the game?
Not imprison Homunculus.
I mean, he's dead on board. Yeah, like even if you were to ruin and not fatigue yourself, you're just still dead to the board.
Well, head is out of his priest.
Okay. So it is now priest versus the mage.
Okay.
All right. Prepare for 3 games of Turtle Mage from your MemKit, maybe? I don't know.
Did he go Turtle Mage?
Reverse sweep on Turtle Mage, starting with the priest turtle
Oh,
matchup, which
God.
is another mind-rending experience.
Please no.
That pun.
Triss is lying to the chat right now. He just said, we are priest fans here, and that's just not true.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some priest decks that I genuinely enjoyed though.
Except for they don't play like priest
Yeah.
decks. You're talking about Raza, and you're
Yes.
talking about combo priest, right?
Yes.
I was actually talking about Mind Blast.
Yeah,
Priest.
that's also fine.
Okay, also not a priest deck.
That's my favorite priest deck of all time.
It's a priest deck that is not priesty in any way,
They
shape,
have
or
win
form.
con.
Here's the
And
thing,
I am, yeah,
it's control priest, but it's control the face priest.
yeah. But that if a priest kills you, is it really a priest? Is that holy? I'm totally for it. I got most of my golden priest wins on combo priest during Old Doom. Like that deck was
Yeah,
sweet.
I just played Silence Priest.
They said it was a control class, and Mind Blast Priest does control the face.
Yeah.
So it counts, right?
No. I think that this is probably a devolving missiles target. You don't really want to give them a Solarian Prime.
You have to, especially with Wraith Dead in hand. You'd be giving
Yeah.
them another Karj and another Solarian.
Oh, did you give them the Demon or the Wisp? Oh, okay. Can't believe that they would like nerf devolving missiles so hard by rotating Snow Flipper Penguin and
Tiny Fin.
the Tiny Fin. Yeah, like come on, give us the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'd feel so bad killing them.
True.
Oh,
Like that's just a crime against humanity.
there's this player in the top 2 brawl that would just play inner rage and Tiny Fin and just kill Tiny Fins over and over until their opponents conceded.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Ixar said it took him about 3 opponents to get someone to concede.
Feel sad now.
And like somebody needs to call PETA.
I wonder what deck Ixar is on now.
Secret Mage.
Still.
I like just holding on to the magic trick.
Cyclone.
Yeah, there's no need to go in here.
It's a nice Firebrand activator. It's a nice Cyclone fodder with your Goral. I think you just play the 3/4. It's a nice little spider tank.
Ram
Sure.
Session. Not sure you really need to draw just yet.
Yeah, I kind of like saving it because you can your hand doesn't it's got the pieces, but it doesn't have the gas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't have
It's-
the payoff
Yeah.
for going
You
off
really
here.
need Cyclone.
and you're no real. Well, that's a clear.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see
Ooh.
Untamed Breathtaking here because it's cheap.
Yeah. Probably just a Galacron.
So, how does this matchup your experience? I know you've been playing this deck a bit, babe. What is usually
it feels pretty 50-50. I think you're gonna need to have a really big turns. And ideally kind of put Priest on the back foot a little earlier than this. Because if they just get to also start generating the value, and you're not really kind of making them spend it at a quicker than they want, they kind of just run you out of stuff. So if your mum kid can pick up maybe like 3, 4, 5 evocations, should be pretty solid. But yeah, it's looking like Tues is just going to slowly drown him out of resources.
I really don't like this giant play. I know it gets the most stats on board, but you have Conjurer's Calling in hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you really need to meter out these threats.
going to conjure.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Yeah, I kind of just like going conjure and freeze both the
Side.
minions. I don't know how. I think you're kind of
Not
wanting
sure
to
about
take
that.
the draw. I guess he's probably just gonna Nova and conj.
Yeah. We know that's
I
going to get
guess if
punished now. This is just going to get cleared by Plague of Death.
yeah.
Apathy.
Is he gonna just conj again? Oh, that's. Oh,
Troublemaker.
I really want to set the Dasari off.
Too bad this doesn't matter.
Yeah, Kron.
This is like,
You could. Yeah, you could do that.
I think you just Plague. You
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
think
give
you
them
just
the
Plague
opportunity
too.
to loosen bark. You don't want them to draw a bunch with Octosari, even as tempting as that is.
You get to even follow it up with a 1/1.
Yeah.
I mean, 1/1's probably just for your one thief at this point, just to make sure.
make any difference here. See the Kronks answering everything.
Yeah, Kronks will clean up the board very well.
Probably, I mean, Mana Giant might even come down. I think this might be your final ditch effort. If you like, you have no draw, you have no cyclones. Yeah, you really can take the matchup slow and eke out a lot of value in this one.
Yeah, Kronks should be pretty much the game deciding play.
Yeah, you always tap last year, right?
Yeah.
So like, what can your okay? So if your MumKed can pick up evocation right here, and it's all magic tricks and the 1 mana cycle a spell, maybe that gets you there.
I think I'd rather see an AI into the second Sorcerer's Apprentice and Evo.
And Evo, yeah.
Yeah. Because that gives you the ability to Blizzard this turn too and just freeze the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah, this hand does nothing.
Actually, I don't know if you can afford to just cram sessions for one. Because you had technically 4 or 5 what's it called, spell damage minions with the 2 spells as well as the 1/3s, so
Right.
it might have been a must hold on card and get 2 out of. And now he's just going to take the Chinvala. Trigger it? No, can't trigger it.
Yeah, he can. He can. So he uses Penance first. And then he plays Kel'Thuzad. Then he Arcane Breaths.
But it only counts when it's alive on your side of the board. So
Right.
once it summons, it'll need 3 ticks and you only have 2 mana left.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm miscounting. I'm counting Arcane Breath. So that's my mistake.
Yeah. Because I did the same thing too. He's probably still going to do that and just fire off either a Ray of Frost or yeah, just the Ray of Frost. You don't need to Wave of Apathy. That's your 1 mana Frost Nova. Ooh, no, that doesn't change it. He's probably spent a lot of that turn thinking, how do I get my 5/5 on this? Yeah, I think you just do you Blizzard and Lab Partner here, or just
Yeah,
Blizzard?
I think you just Lab Partner.
You're out of cram sessions, so
You could have Roz, but Roz isn't going to do anything in this matchup from here on out.
no. Roz is like the way you slam the door as you you get to the mid game. If you have any sort of board and you get to drop Roz and deal 3 or 4 damage, the game's just over.
I'm not sure how I feel about leaving Chinvala alive.
Yeah, it's gonna start drowning you. I think your MumKed's final hope is Solarian Prime, combined with some potions illusions.
Always a
This is actually secretly a turtle list.
Just
I'd
with
say,
so many spells.
It's a hybrid. So tech for every matchup.
Another Frost Nova for your hand. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, I was thinking maybe you dump the rest of your hand and you Evo next turn.
pretty bad one.
And yeah, because you really want to get the Arcane Intellect going too. So maybe you Blizzard Arcane Intellect.
Yeah. Still you need.
Yeah. You could Flame Strike and Hero Power gets a board clear, but then how do you take the game?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that we see the draw here. Solarian is looking like the only way out. And I don't even know if that's
Yeah.
going to be enough.
Yeah, if it can Potion of Illusion and get you a nice 1-mana version and you become Turtle Mage, now we're talking.
Honestly,
Get yourself a nice evocation.
You know, funny you say that. A friend of mine I was specking played Solarian Prime on an all but lost game, got it back from Potion of Illusion, and then the second one casted Puzzle
oh
Box.
god.
Oh gosh.
So in all,
There you go.
it went for 20 spells,
I had
and it basically
Oh
won
my.
him the game on the spot.
I had
Yeah.
I was playing last season in pro. One of my matches, my opponent played Solarian on 7, and that cast 2 puzzle boxes. It was so crazy. I ended up winning by just super luck, as Hunter cleared his own board multiple times in the process, but it was not expected.
I do want to point out we still haven't seen a Mana Cyclone.
Yeah. So there's 2 in the deck.
I hope.
Yeah, I don't like seeing your monk to go all in knowing that there's a Mana Cyclone in there.
I think the hope is you absolutely
Yeah.
must draw and do it. But yeah, I think you could have taken this turn a little bit slower with your defensive tools. There is an AI. So I think you just start by playing all the cheap stuff AI just to empty the hand as much as you can.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yes.
That is what this mage deck does, though.
Okay, there's the Cyclone. So now dump as much as you possibly can. Just go.
go from
And
unfair.
here it is.
Yeah.
Also, there's a box.
And you can hang on to the.
You hold on a font so that once you're out of minions in your deck, you can just maximize your value off of it.
There's a puzzle box.
Yeah, there's a box.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Never end.
All right. We got a game.
Are we puzzle box gamers?
Oh, we're puzzle box gamers. What else? We need Eye of the Storms. And when I say storms, I'm intentional.
We're just gonna get the puzzle box equivalent of Rod of Roasting, in which case it casts 10 Pyroblasts.
Doesn't want.
Oh man, I had a game where Solarian decided it was going to pyroblast my opponent for lethal and then BM by pyroblasting the board. I was thankful for it. Oh, and a raised dead. Just get yourself closer to the puzzle blocks. Lethal.
Take the box. Oh, we're not going to see Lazul here. What a
I think
shame.
you have to box because the fear is you fatigue yourself if you wait too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The emote game strong. Okay. All right. Okay, well now anytime you draw, you just take fatigue damage. Uh-oh.
Mutate. There's one fatigue. Another mutate.
Oh, he copied Solarian.
That goes into his deck.
And it's discounted now.
Oh my goodness. So no, he's gonna keep the one there.
No, it's a copy, so it goes back.
Oh wait. Oh, I've never seen that interaction. That is wild.
Fun fact. If you evocation and then secret passage, you keep
Yeah,
all
you-
the spells from
Thought you were going-
evocation.
So is Evo Yeah, so it considers the secret passage an aura effect on the card. So when you duplicate it, it's still secret passaged. Is that how that works?
Yes.
That is wild.
But I would have.
Oh my gosh. Why'd you clear the board? Oh, okay.
Oh
Wow.
God.
We are all in on the Clown Fiesta now.
Okay. All right.
Not the Marsul Cub.
So let's go with Solarian. And then we can Goblin Lackey and Ice Barrier, just in case. This is the philosophy version, so if Tues checks that out, you can see that oh, that's not good. That's not it. That's gonna be game. Yeah.
Looks like it.
Wow. This game.
This is gonna be a pre-sweep.
On the bright side, we are right on time now.
Hey, sure.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, go over this at the end of the show, but there will be a short break as we stream operator quick settings, and we'll be all set with NHL as the or the wild matches.
Yes.
I would love to see the style points of an attempt to get in there with Inner Demon. Play around Ice Block.
Tues just wants to end the game that never ends.
Ooh.
And that's it. 3-0. Let me see if he's available for interview. What a match. So, if anyone still had anything planned today and was here for 2 hours watching this, just for a 1 hour pre, you get to enjoy some wild matches. Hey, Tues.
So oh,
Random.
Yeah.
random.
How did you go about the match?
C box, Marizon box.
That was.
No, I don't know. That was just some Resident Sleeper priest games, to be honest.
Yes, it was.
I think that priest mirror was about as interesting as they get, though.
The priest mirror was not that bad, honestly. I think it just took so long.
Yeah, it was really hard. Like once I knew the Lucia in hand, it's kind of weird.
We were
I don't know.
expecting you to double Lucia.
Yeah. Did you ever consider that? You know, like you had the opportunity when you first played Lazul to then take Lucia, just play it out and get 2 1/3s and remove it from the hand.
No, because I didn't want to give him the Plague of Death.
Well, if you Lucia and then you take and play their Lucia, you get your own hand back, and they never have a shot at playing anything from your hand.
Yeah, I guess that could have worked. I don't know. I was just really tunnel visioned on just keeping that play because I checked like really early, and I don't know what happened, but I was like 4 cards ahead in fatigue.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I have the Plague of Death. I'm winning board. I can just kind of keep playing super aggro, and I'll just win in fatigue. Was kind of what I was thinking. If I just keep my Plague of Death, I'll be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ended up being a good match, though. What was your mage and your rogue decks?
The rogue was the Draw Edwin, please, secret rogue, and mage was turtle mage, which I have 2 games on, and I watched Eddie play it 3 times. I was pretty hyped to play that one, but we didn't get to.
It's like 2.5 games on, you know?
Yeah, I guess Megan counts as half, and watching Eddie counts as like a game each, right?
Yeah. Let's see. How'd you feel like? I'm guessing that with the Druid Ring and you having Rogue, that you chose to go the Secret. Is that kind of where that came from? I mean, it's also solid into the Mage and the Priest, where you don't really want the stealth version into the Mage.
Yeah, I felt like I like super favored because I brought the rogue and he didn't. I think the rogue is just like, I don't know, the rogue just pre-signed up pretty well into all his stuff unless you had a turtle mage. And then rogue lined up really well into everything. I think that not bringing a turtle mage from him was probably a mistake. I think it lined up well into all my decks besides what was my 4th? The bomb warrior, but he banned that one anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I think the risk might have been the rogue. Like if you had chosen to go a stealth rogue, you have a pretty good shot at beating the Eternal Mage.
The Eternal Mage is okay because they play the Firebrand. It's definitely winnable.
Yeah.
With like the Firebrand, you have to get a good draw, but like I don't know, it's not much worse than the Tempo Rogue. And then the Secret Rogue just totally farms the Tempo Mage with like Cult Neophyte.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I've been on the receiving end of that deck, and it is not fun.
Yeah. when you have a 1-mana spell, it just like triples the cost of your hand. It's like, what the, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. My first encounter with that, I tried to coin out my spell, and I lost that game. Yeah. Because I conceded out of shame.
It's hype.
Yep.
Do you have any messages you want to say to anyone? Any thank yous? Anything you want to say, Tues?
Oh yeah, shout out CMAC for all the priest games and teaching me to control the face. The priest mirror, controlling the face was the key.
Yeah, it is. It's a tempo matchup. Somebody wins the board, somebody deals the damage, and then they slowly close out the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just over 20 turns.
Yeah. Did you guys?
Yeah, I think that like not getting the Galacron, I feel like that game would have ended a lot faster if I had my Galacron like not in my last few cards.
Yeah, you could have definitely started piling on pressure a lot quicker. You know, you
The
wouldn't
random
have
spells
risked
I had.
throwing away your hand every time you played minions. Yeah.
Yeah. As a segue for our next part of the show, what is your favorite wild deck right
Have mine. Quest Rogue.
now?
Quest Rogue. Which quest?
Is that the one you're named after?
My team name, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should slide
Always
me
draw
that.
the 1/1 pirate that has 2 1/1s, both Shadow Steps.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
After season, because we
Every
are at the
time.
conference, you gotta send me that list.
Actually, I have seen a list
Check
that
then.
is all 1 and 2 cost minions. Like they tops out at 2, the current, and it runs stuff like Secret Passage. So it's much more consistent.
Yeah.
Problem though is the meta is very unforgiving
In every
for
Rogue deck,
traditional
but it's really nutty in Quest Rogue as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be seeing some of the degen strategies in Wild coming up.
Have 5 minutes up or 10 minutes. Yes. Are off now from casting. You get to experience the great casting of Marty and ItsMeMikeV, who will be also joined by Brushy Tuna after Brushy Tuna's game. That being said, we'll see you all in 10 minutes for Wild Scoop. See you soon.